represent the Love House. They will be working together as a team. And then a great pair, Sam and Josh, together. So Josh has studied everything, Sam will only say yes or no. And then we have Ashu and Rijal from the Surrenderance team. And Sajid for 15 minutes will be the Lone Ranger from the Renunciation team. Before I go on to the rules of the quiz, may I request Cyrus Bhai to give an introduction to the content or the kind of questions that may come, not the actual questions, but the kind that it has been.
Jai Baba. First and foremost, we must understand कि ये जो हम सब activities करते हैं, उसका मूल important reason is that it gives us an opportunity to remember him and to love him. ये यहाँ पे जो हम लोग ये बैठे हैं, जो बहादुर लोग हैं, soldiers जो हैं, I want that more and more participants should come for a simple reason that it really affords us to be focused in reading Baba and knowing Baba's life story. This is not a competition. This is a kind of fun game. This is a kind of enterprise where हमको डरना नहीं है कि अरे यार मैंने इतना prepare किया लेकिन कुछ हम तो बराबर नहीं कर पाए. It is just a game. And let me assure you with absolute honesty, अगर मैं यहाँ बैठा होता तो I may not be able to answer my own questions. Let me be very honest, क्योंकि देख के क्वेश्चन सेट करना बहुत इजी है, पर ये पढ़ना और फिर रिमेंबर करना, रिटेन करना और बोलना is really difficult. So do not think that people who are here conducting stuff like this, know everything. No, it is not the same. It is not the case. In the very first session of the quiz, we had the 5 perfect masters and Baba's parents, if you remember. Second, Baba ke parents. Second one we had, that was 3 years ago, correct, 3 years ago. And the second one we had, उसमें बाबा के जन्म से लेके बाबा के realization तक हम लोग ने पोर्शन कवर किया था. And this time we are covering from Baba's realization till his first official, you can say, the Darbar, which was the Ferguson College road के ऊपर जो झोपड़ी बाबा ने बनवाई थी, that was the first official residence after leaving उपासनी महाराज. तो इस समय का जो portion है, I'm just in a sense taking a little time so that ये जो half है उसका एक हो जाए तो अच्छा है. In the meantime, this time we are covering from realization, which is which year? The first embrace from Hazrat Baba Jan was the first embrace. सबको मालूम 1913 was the first embrace और बाद में 1914 was the kiss. तो वहाँ से लेके फिर then we all know, I'm just revising myself and revising all of you, so that after that we all know that Baba went into a state of what he called mazubiyat, where he experienced himself the I am God state, infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite bliss. But दुनियादारी का कोई भान नहीं था, अपने शरीर का कोई भान नहीं था. He was in that state, and it took him so many years till almost 1922 for him to come down. In the meantime, जैसे आप लोग जानते हैं, 1915 में दिसंबर में साईं बाबा के पास गए. वो क्वेश्चन में नहीं है इसलिए बोलता हूँ. दिसंबर 1915 साईं बाबा के पास गए, उन्होंने उच्चारण किया परवरदिगार. फिर उपासनी महाराज के पास गए, उपासनी महाराज ने पत्थर मारा with the most gross thing, which is the stone, and that is what gradually brought him down. And then finally, over a period of time, 7 years, बाबा गए उपासनी महाराज के पास, और उपासनी महाराज ने फाइनली 1922 में ऐलान किया, मेहरबान तो आदि शक्ति आए, यू आर द प्राइमल फोर्स, यू आर द अवतार, एंड आई सल्यूट यू, आई बाउ डाउन टू यू. उसके बाद में बाबा सीधा गए बॉम्बे. फ्रॉम साकोली ही वेंट स्ट्रेट टू बॉम्बे, मुंशी रहीम के घर में चौपाटी में. और फिर उसके बाद में वहाँ पे वो लोग यहाँ पे घूमने फिरने के लिए गए. और देन आफ्टर दैट बाबा ऑर्डर दैट अ झोपड़ी बी बिल्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू अ सर्टेन स्पेसिफिकेशन. So this is the syllabus for today's session. So having said that, now I leave it to Menos to give you the rules and then we will start. And this time the questions थोड़े light है, हल्के है, easy है, I suppose. Yeah.
So the rules are just guys pay attention to this. The rules are as last year. We will begin with the first round where we will go team-wise. One question will be asked to each team. So suppose we start with this first team. We ask you a question, you will have 20 seconds to answer. If you are unable to answer, it goes to the next team. There is no negative markings. If you answer it correct, you will get 10 points. If you answer it wrong or you don't answer, there is no negative marking. It passes to the next team. If you are able to answer that correct, on the pass you will get 5 points. If not, then it passes further. So that's the order in which it goes. That's round number 1. And we will have 2 rounds of questioning. Not 1, 2 rounds. The second round is what we call as the buzzer hand round. Right? So in the buzzer hand round, there will be 20 questions in all. We will throw the questions and the questions are open to all the teams. Whoever knows can put their hand up. My eyesight is still not failing me. I'll pick you up. If I am not able to pick you up, forgive me. We'll pick the next person up. But whoever goes up first, if you're at the end, you answer it correct, you get 15 points. If your answer is wrong, the 5 points will be deducted. The next team that is able to get it right will get 10 points. Again, if you get it wrong, you will get 5 points. Clear? Any questions? I'll keep coming as we go to the rounds and we'll give you the scores after every round. Nimesh sitting here. Nimesh, please come. Nimesh is our scorer. And the last round is the rapid fire questions. Rapid fire. Each team will get a set of 2 questions. You answer it, you get 10 points. You don't answer it, or you answer it wrong, you get -5. The questions will not pass to the next team in the last round. Those 2 questions are exclusively meant for you. All throughout, you will get 20 seconds to answer each question. I will mark the time and tell you the time. Okay? Clear? Yes?
In case, like the last round, in case we're not sure, we leave it no deductions. Minus only on the wrong answer.
Minus only on the wrong answer. If you pass it, there is.
Leave it.
Yeah, leave it, there are no negative marks.
So the negative marks are only for the second round and third round?
Yes, second and the third. Yes, first round there are no negative marks. Okay? Clear? Sajid, chalu karo.
One minute, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hold just.
थोड़ा इसको बढ़ाओ थोड़ा.
You want to work with it?
I was saying that since Madhuri auntie didn't come, why doesn't he join us once?
Sorry, what is the question?
But she is coming in 15 minutes. If she doesn't come, then midway he will come and join. That we will ensure. Okay? Alright. Match fixing to nahi hai?
See, for the first round, I am trying to make it as easy as possible. So I will go in more or less chronological order of Baba's life story and not a mixed question, so that it becomes a little easier for you. So how do we go about like this, Menos? In this order. Okay.
The first question goes to Srishti Mehra and Harsh.
Yeah, okay. The question coming up now is, at what period of time did Meherwan start becoming somewhat normal and started recognizing people and places?
Period of time as in?
As in the month and the year.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. Okay, I'll more specific. Around what month and in which year did Meherwan start becoming a bit normal in his state of mind and started recognizing people and places?
Time starts now.
It was November 19.
Okay, the answer is half. Oh,
Can I?
no, it's one.
Time out.
Okay. No, I think, sorry. She said 15. So the question, the answer is half correct. It is November.
But we'll go from the year to the next.
She then said 14.
It's November
But-
1914.
But she said 15. Mera said 15. So I think half right, half wrong.
So we will give you 5 points.
Just to
5 points to the first team.
Just to make it perhaps a little more interesting and also informative, that when Baba was kissed, in the month of May by Baba Jan, then he was in that state and the parents were very much, perturbed and disturbed. And they sent him off to Jamshed's place. Jamshed is Baba's elder brother at Baikala, where near the Victoria Gardens, Rani Bagh, what we call it. And he used to stay there. And on his return in November 1914 from Bombay to Pune, he started becoming a little normal and started recognizing people and places. Name the friends. Name the friends with whom Merwan would normally move around during his coming down period in 1914. Name the friends.
Daily?
Go ahead, there are quite a few.
Yeah, but you were asking for one, you want to have?
There are 4. You can, if you say 1, then you get 1 full point. If you say 2 correctly, then you get half point.
Veli, Baramji.
Time.
Okay, I'll tell the answer later on.
Pass.
Khodu, Tirandaz, Kaikushu, who was nicknamed Lattus, Behram, Faridun Irani, who was later nicknamed Behramji of Guwasar.
Bravo! Perfect. My God, not Bailey. Bailey was not in the scene at that time.
So 5 points. 5 points for Stan and for Jeff.
Name the companions.
For Sam.
Oh, sorry.
For Sam.
Now for Sam. Again the name. So, name the companions who accompanied Merwan to Udwala in 1914.
Behramji, Bailey, Khodu, and Jamshid.
And one more.
One.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. One of the ones who you had said in the earlier name. Very was no. Lattus, correct.
10 points. Well done, Jeff. Next question for Ashu Vijay.
Okay. So these were the people with whom Baba had gone to Udwala along with his friends. Merwan kept restrictions on intoxicants when they go out to Udwala and all that, except one drink or except 2 drinks. What was it?
Beer and toddy.
Beer and toddy. Yes, correct.
10 points, Ashu. Well done.
And the toddy was not because his father had a toddy shop, not to increase his business. Oh. What disgusted Merwan on their trip to Udwala, Navsari, Surat and Bharuch? Something is disgusting.
Billy insisted on drinking whiskey and he got upset that Merwan didn't.
Absolutely. So I told you the questions are very easy and I'm doing it in a chronological order that makes it still more easy.
One more round.
Oh, one more. At which place did Merwan and his companions stay after their return from Udwala, Navsari, Surat and Bharuch? They stayed at a certain place. Where did they stay in Mumbai?
In Mumbai, in a Parsi
Parsi
Dharamshala.
So what is the name of the Parsi Dharamshala? Huh? Pandey Dharamshala.
Pandey Dharamshala. 10 points.
That is around that between the Chakri Road Marine Lines. We had gone there to take a photograph for our chronicle, but unfortunately it's all disbanded.
Next question, Nikki Alova.
Okay, Nikki Alova. What was the contest that Merwan and his companions held at the Pandey Dharamshala? Some contest they held.
they are a contest where you have to look into the eyes of each other, and the person who would look away first would lose.
Correct.
10 points.
So Baba was a champion in that. You know, he would stare.
Baba would always win.
Sorry?
Baba would always win.
Baba would always win. Yes, Baba.
No extra points for this.
Okay.
Josh.
What was Merwan's peculiar behavior during 1914 that intrigued Bailey? One particular behavior of Merwan which intrigued. Sorry?
What is peculiar?
Very unique, not a common, very peculiar. It's not something common that anybody does.
I think it was sitting like a statue in the Victoria Gardens in Mumbai.
Time is still on, you can still say whatever you want. Time up.
Passes. Ashu.
Okay, Ashu.
Not allowing him to drink.
Not?
Like really to drink whiskey.
No.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. Now I.
One minute.
One minute.
One by one. It
So,
goes well. It goes well.
Okay. What peculiar behavior of Baba during this period of time, 1914, would intrigue Bailey?
Banging his head.
Sorry?
Banging his head on stone
I can't.
stone floor. Banging his head.
No.
Nikki Alba. Sorry?
Visiting Baba Jan.
Audience.
No.
Audience, I'm with
Anybody?
Audience.
See, I gave a hint in the sense that I am going in a chronological order of Baba's life, and what you said, the behavior, because there is a corollary to what you said. Baba would stare, he would sit like a statue, and he would stare at the kerosene light, or he would stare at the rays of the sun for hours together without any movement, without blinking the eyes and without any movement. That was a peculiar behavior which...
He's a statue, sitting like a statue.
No. That you said statue.
And staring for hours.
No, you never said statue. Okay, if you want to give half point for statue.
No, it's okay.
No, you don't want much.
You don't know last
He
point?
doesn't want much. That's all it is. Because actually in his heart he knew that is not what he meant. Isn't it? Correct. That's called honesty.
Next question.
All right.
Ashu and Prijal.
Okay. Upon Bailey's apologizing about his behavior at Udwara, etc., for liquor, Baba arranged another trip. Where was this trip? Bailey said, sorry, now I will not misbehave, now never mind, let's forget everything. So then they came to Mumbai, and from Bombay they went somewhere else.
Time. Sajid. Time up.
Sorry?
Time up.
Aati ki khandala.
Time up. Sajid.
Unfortunately, I don't know the exact. I think it's South India that they went for more pilgrimage places in the south of India, but I don't know.
No, not at that time, no.
Srishti.
Okay.
Mera. Speak in the mic.
Aurangabad, Ajanta Ellora.
The Hindu temples after the Zoroastrian
No.
Would be Nasik.
However, we should know. However, we must know.
Nasik,
However, we must know.
Merwa.
Josh.
Lapsani.
No.
Audience.
Yes, somebody. Sorry? Nagpur, no. Sorry? No.
Can we try?
Sorry?
You won't get marks.
Anybody? Yeah, you get marks.
Elephanta caves?
Elephanta cave. That's why I said, however, we must know. She takes Elephanta caves to every now and then. This was the
Sorry, no points, guys.
Dharapuri caves on the Elephanta Island.
Sajid.
It is 3 miles across the Bombay. Okay.
Sajid.
Why did Shirin Mai rent a separate room for Meherwan during December 1914. She rented a separate room for Meherwan around December 1914.
She wanted him to work and settle down and get married, but I don't know this.
So why rent a room?
Rent a room, I don't know for what. There was some.
Obviously not for banking.
No, there's something related to work, but I can't pinpoint on.
Okay. Something to do with work. Pass.
60.
In December 1914.
Around that time, yes.
uh,
She went out of the way to rent a room for Meherwan.
so that he could start giving teaching.
Okay, I give it, yeah.
5 points,
Yeah.
5 points.
He was teaching Persian to Behramji. So, Shirinbai was a very smart lady, very shrewd. So what she did, she rented a room and said, Meherwan, now you bring so many other boys so that you can teach them Persian. Yeah. So that was the reason why she rented the room. Now the question comes to who?
Thank you. This first round is done.
Okay.
Round 1 is done, and at the end of the first round, in the lead is Shrishti, Mehra and Harsh at 20 points, followed by Sam and Josh very close behind at 15, and all 3 other teams are at 10 points. We go to the second round, which is the buzzer hand round. 20 questions will be thrown at you. If you know, you put your hand up, but be mindful, there is negative marking. Think before you put your hand up, and no half, even if the half hand goes up, the point will come to you.
In other words, if you put your hands up,
Yes,
you have
20
to answer.
seconds. 20 seconds to answer.
It means I like to better sit here so that you can see her.
Okay?
Alright.
This goes for all the teams. Be mindful, and the team that puts the hand second will get to answer second if the first team gets it wrong. The winner will get 15 points. First one to answer and correctly gets 15, 5 if it is wrong. The second team to get it right will get 10, if it is wrong it will be 5. Clear? Okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Again, to make it easy, I would like to go by the chronological order of Baba's life so that it becomes a little more easy. Otherwise, if I go mix and match, it will be a little more difficult. Where was Meherwan headed for when he intuitively got down from the train at Kedgaon in April 1915?
Vijay.
To Narayan Maharaj.
Next. No, wrong. Should I ask you the question again? No, no need answer.
No.
Sakuri.
So,
Wait a
second.
minute. How are you? Wrong. -5.
-5, -5.
Shrishti.
Raichur.
Raichur, correct. 10 points. 10 points.
The question was, people get stumped because when I said Kedgaon, immediately Narayan Maharaj comes. But he was headed for Raichur, and intuitively he got down at Kedgaon and then walked up to Narayan Maharaj. Okay? So be very careful about the questions. Sorry.
Next question. Yeah, you got 10 points. Next question.
Through what type of samskaras do the avatar and the perfect masters function? Through which samskaras do the avatar and the perfect masters function?
I'm not too sure.
No.
Yes, Ashu.
Vignan.
Wrong.
Minus.
Nirvikal.
Sorry,
One by one. Please put your hands up.
Hands up and say,
Don't speak in easy.
Nirvikal.
Nirvikalpa samskaras wrong.
-5. Yes. Just.
Nirvikalpa wrong.
-5.
Yes. You're supposed to answer. You raise your hand. Your name.
Okay.
They are called, anybody audience?
So what type of sanskaras does the avatar and the perfect master work?
Now I am not reading from God's speech, I am reading from
Yoga class.
very close, whoever is saying. Yoga samskara.
Yoga sanskar. Homi, you are half right.
Yeah. In 1915, whom did Merwan meet at Bombay in the company of his three friends, Behramji, Latus and Bailey?
Yash.
Gustafji.
This is in 1915, I know.
Wrong. -5.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Please repeat the question.
In 1915, whom did Merwan meet in Bombay in the company of his three friends, Behramji, Latus and Bailey? He brought them specially saying that I want you to meet.
I think I know, but I'm scared to answer this.
Then what is that? You know, I'm not losing anything. Just 5 points.
1915.
Just 5.5.
1915.
Yes. Anybody?
Okay. Last 5 seconds.
See? Anybody from the...
Anybody from the audience?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. He told his friends, come with me, I will take you to some saintly people. I want you to meet the saints.
The monks.
Name.
Tipu Baba.
Tipu
Tipu
Baba.
Baba, correct answer. 5 points.
If somebody wants to go and meet Tipu Baba, see Tipu Baba Samadhi, they can contact us, we'll take you there. It's there.
On the sixth plane.
Yes. And okay, now this is just by the by. From whom did he take charge as a chargeman of Bombay?
Whom did Tipu Baba take charge?
Take
Right.
from? This is not a
Sai Baba,
point.
na?
Just, no, from Abdul Rahman Baba, whose dargah is there at, what is that place called? Don, Abdul Rahman. Okay. This is, no, this is, where is that place called, sorry? Jara bolte wo se. Dongri. Dongri wo chase,
Sanders Road.
Okay, sorry?
Sanders Road.
No, Abdul Rahman.
Dongri.
And just by the by, Tipu Baba is the one to whom Baba had sent Naju's father, Savak Kotwal. When he went to Baba and Baba said, why did you come to me? You go to my agent in Bombay, he's Tipu Baba, and that is the connection of Tipu Baba. Okay.
Next question.
In whose company did Merwan go to meet Tajuddin Baba in Nagpur? In whose company? Tajuddin Baba.
Please put your hands up if you know the answer. Yes, Ashok.
Behramji.
Is the right answer. 15 points. 15 points.
What advice did people gather at Nagpur for Tajuddin Baba's darshan give to Merwan? When Merwan went, there is an advice given. But answer is not complete. Answer is not complete. And what was Merwan's response to that?
Josh.
The advice given was Tajuddin
Tajuddin Baba.
Tajuddin Baba. He is in a fiery mood, don't go.
Okay.
He's been insulting whoever's coming towards him.
Okay.
Then Merwan said that he's been waiting for me.
Excellent.
Very impressive. 15 points. Well done, Josh. Well done.
When people advise Merwan not to go close because in a very foul mood, very fire, be prepared to, be trashed and be prepared to, you'll be ill-treated.
Madhuri.
His master's permission is required now.
Please ask.
Come.
Then Merwan smiled, a knowing smile, and said, he has been waiting for me. Right?
Next question.
What communication took place? Give and take. What communication took place between Tajuddin Baba and Merwan when they met for the very first time at vacation?
Sajid.
They didn't speak, they just looked into each other's eyes.
And Tajuddin Baba rubbed the petals on Baba's forehead.
Okay, so there was no
15 points, no communication. Well done. What an entry. Dhamakedar entry. Chalo, next question.
Who said this to whom? If you are not that Merwan, then who are you? I will see who this Merwan is.
Madhuri.
They raised first. He raised first.
Yes. Srishti.
Kodu to Melwan.
Very good. In what context? In what connection? What? No, this is, now he got the point. He got the point. I am just trying to, we are trying to just go into the question. Why did he say that?
Jokingly he said.
Sorry?
We said it jokingly.
Okay.
Because Kodu and Baba were friends from
Correct.
school as well as college,
Correct.
and it was difficult for him to take him as a saint or someone.
Okay.
So he felt once he tried to be pally, and Baba said, "Don't behave this way."
No, he took him in a bear hug.
Yeah, and
And that is where he said, I am no more than Merwan.
Yes.
And he said, I would like to see what sort of Merwan is there. And then Merwan gave him a Dhobigat. In wrestling language, we call it Dhobigat. He just, Dhobi Pachan, okay. And then he realized, oh my God, how strong. And Kodu was a very strong god. He was a very strong, hefty man. And Baba was very lean and thin. And yet he could give him that
Yes.
talk. So you get points, yes.
Fabulous. Next question.
Okay. Which physical ailment took Nirvan to Sai Baba and who recommended?
Ashok.
The pain in the stomach.
And who recommended?
Beramji.
Half. Right.
7.5. Yes, Amovian.
Sorry?
-5. Wrong.
-5. Who recommended?
Hazrat Baba.
Wrong.
Wrong. -5. Who recommended? Who recommended? Chalo, take a chance, man. Be brave.
Jaldi. Jaldi, yeah. Hello, where?
Gustad ji.
Wrong. -5.
It was
Audience.
Sorry. Audience को chance देने का.
Audience. Dara.
It was Kodu who recommended.
Kodu.
And that is why Shirin Bhai was not in favor of Kodu coming to the house, because you are the person, who was, instigated my son and took him to Sai Baba, and that's why he went to Pasi Maharaj and the whole story is there, right? See, now that was the pretext. Baba was already hinted by Hazrat Baba Jan that, the key is there and the key is with the sign and it is not with me and it is for you and nobody will take it. Go there and have it. Still, Merwan wanted a bahana to go, and the bahana was stomach ache. And rightly so, the doctor and stomach ache, obviously she got the half answer for that. So then when the stomach ache was, Kodu said, oh, I know a sign who is supposed to do miracles and he cures all kinds of diseases. Why don't we go? And Baba very innocently said, is that so? Then let us go. So that's how the whole thing happened. Okay. Now this is true or false. Listen carefully. When Merwan approached Sai Baba and prostrated before him, Sai Baba was in a very good mood.
Sajil.
False. He said Parvartikar when Baba prostrated.
No, my question is, he was in a very good mood. No, false.
8 minutes.
False. False.
Can you Uncle repeat the question?
Okay. Yours is over. When Merwan approached Sai Baba and prostrated before him, Sai Baba, I have not said that they are wrong, please mind that. Sai Baba was in a very good mood.
Prostrated. Prostrated.
When Merwan did that, Sai Baba was in a very good mood. True or false?
False.
I am not saying we are not giving any answer. Audience? Audience? See, the questions are so free. Yes, the answer is true. He was in a very good mood. The entire scenario changes. When Baba does this, entire. Before that, he was in a very foul mood. Right? So all the minuses, please count. Very prostrate.
That was not there in the question.
That was not.
That was not there.
It is there. It is there. It is very much there. Very much there. She knew the answer before that he already said this.
Next question.
Now again listen very carefully. Under what circumstances blood shed by the ancient one for the world? First blood shed by the ancient one for the world. Under what circumstances?
Is this in reference to some year?
Don't ask. After question,
Hands up, yes.
If the hand is up.
When Upasni Maharaj threw the stone. and
When
he had
Upasni
powers there.
Maharaj threw the stone. Anybody else?
I agree.
When he banged his head
When he banged his head?
I agree with them.
each day.
You agree? Okay, they are right. Okay, actually the answer was very easy, but I made it sound difficult.
Josh is very intelligent. He says he agrees. Other point ले लेगा.
Okay, this is I already answered. Now, how long would Meherwan keep on scratching or massaging Hazrat Baba Jan's back
60.
during the night?
Almost for 2 hours or till Baba Jan told him to stop.
That's right.
Correct. 15 points.
The word in the book is enough. So that's fine. That's good enough. How often would Meherwan go to meet Sai Baba after his first meeting with Sai Baba in December 1950?
Once a month.
Madhuri.
Once
And
a
how
month.
long would he be there?
He would meet Sai Baba and then I think he would immediately go to meet the
The answer is correct.
15 points. Well done.
He would meet Sai Baba almost every month, just for a few moments, and then walk to Upasni Maharaj's Khandova temple.
You can see the relief on Sajil's face. अभी गाड़ी चल रहा है.
I know. There are lots of Okay. What was the first job that Meherwan took up?
Josh.
He was a clerk for a brick contractor in Pune.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
He was a. Repeat that.
He was a clerk for a brick contractor in Pune.
15 points. Josh. Well done.
But there are so many, because there are so many related questions, so that will be very easy, you know. So in whom, and it's really easy, in whom would Meherwan generally confide during his visits to, I have not even said the question,
Christy.
to Upasni
Christy.
Masi.
Correct. 15 points. Christy. Well done.
Meherwan would never tell his own mother, but he would confide with Pilamasi that this is what is happening.
ये लोगों ने इतना एग्जाम में भी पढ़ाई नहीं किया इतना इसमें पढ़ाई किया.
Now again there is Pilamasi, but I can't say, I should have mixed the question. Anyway. Okay. Under what circumstances Meherwan returned to Pune after his job as a manager at the Alfred Theatrical Company in Calcutta?
The owner of the theatre company passed away, like he died. P. Khatas. Kawas something.
Kawas Khatao.
Yeah, he passed away.
Okay, yes,
That is it.
yes.
Right. 15 points.
Very good. And the Kawas Khatao died and the theatrical company was temporarily disbanded. That's all. Okay. At what, this is also very theoretic, at what places would Meherwan follow his grim practice of knocking his forehead, and how long did this habit last?
Yes.
Wait, are you saying at his home? Okay, there were
At
three
what
places.
places?
There were three places.
Please tell.
There were three places. One at his home, second in the Goliban district of Pune, and third in the desolate Pataleshwar cave temples. He would go on for like a long time, almost throughout the day.
What else? And how long did it last? It was also at the Tower of Silence. You would do
Yeah,
this, but I you get a mark. But how long was it? Till what time?
Jaldi bol.
Almost the whole day.
Almost
The whole day.
whole year. No. What I mean is, for how many years did he did that? For how many years did he keep banging? or
Next,
knocking?
stand up. Oh, yeah, you want to take it? Take it.
So till he came down to the normal
It was a
consciousness.
fluke answer, but she gets it.
7.5.
For the entire 7 years of his coming
Yeah,
out
came down to
he kept on knocking.
Last question.
Last question. Now last question. You're very clever. A little tricky book, but straightforward. Merwan's banging of his head against a rock or stone wall, gave him immense suffering. True or false?
Josh.
In a way.
No, true or false?
It's false. It was actually
False or true?
false.
False.
Then go ahead. Why was it false? Why
It's
actually
false because it would match his pain of coming down to gross consciousness.
Let's move the question. Let's see.
Sajil.
It relieved him of.
No. What question is it true or false? Is the statement true or false? False. Is the statement true or false? It gave him suffering. Banging of his head gave him suffering. Is it true or false?
I would say false.
False. You would say false. Then everybody is false. Okay, but the first person who said false.
Josh. We'll give it to Josh.
Actually, it would give him
50 points
relief.
here.
Actually, it would give him relief when he banged the head. It would give him relief from the suffering that he was going through during the coming down.
It's like how Rakesh drinks tea. How Rakesh drinks tea and it gives him relief. Rakesh's love for tea, how it gives him a relief in the same way.
Okay. I've never tried. Let me try today.
Rakesh, chai. So at the end of the second round, the team in the lead is Mehra, Srishti and Harsh at 70 points. Followed by Madhuri and Sajid very closely at 65. Followed by Sam and Josh at 52.5. Ashu and Brijal at 22.5 and Hauri, Aloba and Nikki at 2.5. So this is the last round. We will have 2 turns. This is called the rapid fire round. Each team will get 2 questions. If you get it right, this cannot be of course passed. It is your question. If you get it right, you get 10 points per question. If you get it wrong, it is -5 if you pass it, or if you let go of it, there will be no deduction of marks. Each team will get two questions and we will do 2 rounds of them. Okay? 20 seconds per question. Starts with Srishti.
Yeah, now I'm shuffling the cards. True or false? To make Merwan interested in worldly matters, Shirin Mai offered Meranji half the amount to start a liquor business in partnership. True or false?
True.
No.
You cannot pass. The answer is false. It was not the liquor business, it was the toddy business.
-5. -5. -5. This cannot pass. This cannot pass. Second question was Srishti's team.
What circumstances led Merwan to look after Sheria Cafe full time from early morning till evening?
Yes.
His father was hospitalized and Bombay, he was taken to Bombay.
Second.
Okay, correct. He was hospitalized for a surgery.
10 points, correct.
Around which year was this? Anyway, that's additional.
No, negative.
No, 1916, 17. Okay.
Okay, next question. Nikki, Aloba, Amovi. 2 questions, one after the other. Rapid fire.
When and where did Merwan compose the ghazal Sanam ki सूरत जब से देखा वो नक्श अब तक रहा है दिल में where did he set this song? Where did he write this song?
At Upasana Maharaj's?
No.
Okay, -5. One more
It was
question.
during, sorry, it was,
Answer.
it was during, anybody to answer this? It was in Cafe Sheja. Yeah, during the period when he was working there.
Rakesh got it right. Cafe Sheria में चाय बहुत मिलता है. Next question for your team.
Why did the proposed toddy business in partnership between Merwan and Behramji fell apart? Why did it fall apart? Fall apart. It did not materialize.
Why did
The business did not materialize.
Think and answer. You will negative. Huh?
So this sweet.
Okay. Our Okay.
No passing. No passing.
Okay, you're getting it. Last five seconds. Jaldi bolo.
They had different ideas.
Different from opinion.
Okay, open to any of the team. Open to any. No marks, huh?
No marks.
Bolo.
Bolo.
My
It wasn't under Behramji's name that he got the.
Yeah. The license is brother's name.
He got it done under his brother's name.
Correct. Baba said that the license should be in Behramji's name, whereas Behramji got it in Behramji's brother's name, and so Baba said, no, sorry, no business. Correct. So that made Behramji realize that you need to follow Baba to the T.
2 questions.
Okay.
Sam and Josh. Rapid fire.
Where was the first meeting place between Bailey and Merwan after Bailey's return from Navy? Bailey returned from Navy and then they met for the first time.
Okay. 10 seconds.
Leave this.
Leave it. Pass. Okay. Second question.
At
Anybody for this from the team? Yes.
I think Bombay. On the ship.
Aarthi ko Khandala, Bonavala.
Bombay. On the steamer.
No, Bonavala, no Khandala.
Audience. Pune.
No, I think.
Arey, what? Who is this?
Rashna, good old champion.
Obviously Pune, but where in Pune?
Where in Pune? Which place?
At Baba's toddy shop.
Correct.
Baba's toddy shop at Chapin shop. At that shop.
Sorry, no marks.
At that shop, Bailey's brother Homi went. And Baba asked, where is Bailey these days? I have not heard of him for a long time.
Yeah, that was after he was court-martialed. Before that, Baba had gone to meet Bailey once.
No, we are saying, I'm not talking about court martial. Yeah, correct. So after,
Marshall is when Papa met him there.
after it was through the Navy only that he was court martial. He was supposed to go for 5 years and then 2 and then 1.5. You know that Hazrat Babajan. And after that, he was so desperate that he wanted to commit suicide on that particular day. And Homi had gone to have toddy at Sachapet Road at Baba's father's Sharia's shop, toddy shop. And Baba said, where is Bailey these days? Not to be seen. Homi said, don't you know? He's already come. He's been there for such a long time. Baba said, go just now and bring him at once. And then he was about to commit suicide, have poison, and he knocks at the door and said, open up or I'll break it. And he drags him in the tonga and brings him there. So all that just for the information of the
If
audience.
you don't accept the decision of the quizmaster, you will be court-martialed.
Correct.
Okay, next question for Josh.
The next question, the
Rapid
toddy shop.
fire.
Next question, the
One
toddy shop.
minute, huh?
Josh, this is a googling.
Again, true or false? Merwan would himself clean the toddy bottles, sweep the floors, even clean the toilets because he had just started business in partnership with Behramji and could not afford a servant. True or false? Okay, I'll repeat. Merwan would himself clean the toddy bottles, sweep the floors, even clean the toilets because he had just started business in partnership with Behramji and could not afford a servant.
False.
True or false?
False.
Why? Then why was he doing all this things? Why was he doing all this?
Why was
Why was he doing all this cleaning this, that?
Because it got him relief of coming down to cross consciousness.
Correct. In order to come down from the super consciousness down to the mental plane, the vertical plane and the gross plane. He needed to do all the gross filthy job. So that would focus his consciousness to the gross and help the consciousness to come down that much quicker. Very good.
Well done. Ashu, rapid fire, 2 questions.
Who was the landlord of Merwanji and Beramji's new toddy shop? Who was the landlord? In whose premises did they take this shop?
Jaldi.
Uchiji.
Who?
Uchiji.
No.
No, wrong.
Sadashiv.
Yes, that is the correct answer.
Sadashiv is the correct answer, but you won't get points for that. -5.
Yeah.
Second question. Thank you.
Who used the appellation Merwan Seth for the first time in referring to Merwanji and from which year?
Sadashiv Patil.
Who started saying?
Sadashiv Patil.
Sadashiv Patil in which year?
Merwan Seth, you said.
I am again repeating. I'll repeat. Yes, Merwan Seth from Merwanji.
Sadashiv.
Sadashiv Patil is the correct
Correct answer, 10 points. Mr. Sajid, 2 questions for you.
This is a little, very, I'm sure she's expert. So. Merwan fasted for 40 days and nights, surviving only on milk in the year 1920. Name the place and who was his companion. At which place did he go into seclusion for 40 days and nights, surviving only on milk?
Okay.
That's right.
Yes, Srishti.
The cave, the Borgad cave.
Okay, it was the Borgad cave,
And I think it was
Gavalwadi in Nasik.
nice.
And with
So
whom?
it's, he used to sit out. I think it's
Who was the person?
It was Sanji.
No.
Huh?
No.
No.
Huh? Yes, Syed Sahib.
Sayyid Sahib.
Unfortunately, I can't give you points.
With Sayyid Sahib. And Sayyid, see the whole of this exercise of 40 days and nights, him going down and bringing milk, and then settling at Sayyid Sahib's house in Nasik in that home. And then he's calling all his friends from other places. And that was the time when he started being called Meher Baba. So Sayyid Sahib felt that, my God, 40 days and nights you can do only on milk. There's somebody great. So
One more.
Take the minus side.
easy. Name the honorary magistrate who was among the early disciples of Meher Baba. Name the honorary magistrate who was among the early
Abdul
disciples.
Ghani Munsif.
Perfect.
Abdul Ghani.
Well done, 10 points.
The Munsif, the Munsif itself is the title for honorary magistrate, and he also functioned as a subordinate judge in the small claims court. We call it small causes court.
We'll have one more round, one more rapid fire. That will be the last, and then we close.
Who said this to whom in what context? I thought you might have been dead all these past years. I thought you might have been dead all these past years. Who said this to whom? My friend. Yeah, of course, his friend. Which friend?
Okay.
Anyway.
Pass or what? Time. Fine, it goes. Anybody wants to answer? Yes.
Abdul Ghani.
Abdul Ghani was right.
They were sitting at Munsif's house, and Abdul Ghani visited Munsif because they were friends, and he started chatting with Baba as if, how we talk, how are you, Lord? So in the same way, he said, where were you all this? I thought you were dead. And then everybody was serious about it, and that's about it.
Second question. Dr. Mehra, second question.
This is a little difficult for me also. Which prediction of Baba was taken as a joke by an early disciple's father? I'm making it easy.
No, Uncle, wait.
Which prediction of Baba was taken as a joke by an early disciple's father? He took it as a joke. Baba said something to somebody and he said that Baba is just joking.
But you can't, there were many disciples.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'm a little magnanimous today. It was Adi K. Irani. The question is very simple. Which prediction of Baba was taken as a joke by an early disciple's father? Now I'm giving the answer.
Khan Badu?
Yeah.
Which
Which
prediction?
Father?
prediction? Which prediction? Yeah.
His father at the end.
Now what is the prediction that Baba did?
What is the prediction?
Whole family will come to me.
Ashok.
That he will be given the title of Khan Sahib.
Right.
Yeah.
Baba said to Kangasru that one day you will be given this title by the
That's why,
British.
yeah.
And he just shoved it off saying that it was just a joke. Okay.
Next scene. 2 questions. First one.
What was the occasion when Baba helped Upasni Maharaj bathe the lepers? No, not date. What was the occasion? Okay, I'll give the date also. It was in 1921. What was the occasion when Baba, he was known as Merwan at that time, and Upasni Maharaj always called him Merwan.
Correct. Correct. 10 points.
That was 14 January 1921. Sankranti.
10 points. One more.
This is nice. Which incident made Gulmai to realize that it was Upasni Maharaj's wish that she follow Meher Baba's wish in all matters? What was the occasion? What was the incident that made Gulmai realize that Upasni Maharaj now wants her to follow Meher Baba's wish?
During the housewarming, the new house that they started, and they all
No.
Sorry, minus
I'll give you the year 19. Okay.
So in Sakori, when they were eating lunch, Baba offered her lunch and she said she's supposed to be
Right.
fasting because of orders of Upasni Maharaj. And she
Right.
didn't eat, and then Upasni Maharaj said that you go and eat.
Excellent.
Correct answer, but no point.
In Sakori in 1921, when one of the days when Gulmai was ordered to fast by Upasni Maharaj, Baba offered her food and she said, no, I cannot eat because I am under instructions from Upasni Maharaj. Baba insisted and still she said, no, I will not eat because Upasni Maharaj has asked me not to eat. Then she goes to Upasni Maharaj and Upasni Maharaj says, eat and you must follow Merwan's order. And that was the incident which made her realize that now she is being, in a sense, transferred from Upasni Maharaj to Merwan and that she should follow.
Yes.
Very good.
2 questions.
Which tomb did Upasni Maharaj wish to visit in Ahmednagar? Baba had come, Upasni Maharaj had come to Ahmednagar and he wanted to visit somebody's tomb. Which tomb? Tomb of whom did Upasni Maharaj wish to
Think and answer.
go
You
and
have
pay
negative
respect
points.
to?
Pass.
Okay. Anybody from the team? Yes, Harsh.
Correct. Bapu Sahib Wali's tomb. Bapu Sahib was a Wali. Wali meaning of the 5th plane of consciousness, friend of God, as Baba says, you know. And Bapu Sahib was very close to Kekashu Masa's father. Kekashu means Ali Kaka's grandfather. And when Kekashu Masa's father died, Bapu Sahib actually visited the house and asked him to give some clothes, old clothes of Kekashu Masa. So in short, that was the whole connection of that family with the saints. Right? Good.
Okay, just second question.
Okay. When I provide Merwan with the engine, your prophet Zoroaster will manifest. Who said this to whom and when? When I provide Merwan with the engine, your prophet Zoroaster will manifest. Yes? No, sorry. Whose turn is it?
Just.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, anybody? Yes, Srishti? Yes, Harsh?
Upasni Maharaj.
Upasni Maharaj said this to whom? To Gulmai.
Correct.
On their return, after inaugurating the Saros Manzil, they were going back, and that is where we are, in the car.
Ashu, visual. 2 questions.
This is very interesting. This is my favorite question. Under what pretext did Merwan leave Pune for his last long stay at Sakori?
He told that at that time suddenly there was prohibition on the license of liquor, and he said that I'm going to him and I will come back in a week's time. I'll request Upasni Maharaj to...
Just imagine, the answer is correct.
Correct.
Government is announcing prohibition, and Baba is telling his mother, don't worry about father's business. I'm going to Upasni Maharaj and asking him to get the rule cancelled, the provision cancelled, and that is the pretext under which Baba went and met Upasni Maharaj and stayed there for 6 months continuously.
One more. Second question.
This is okay. In what context was Upasni Maharaj happened to come by and caught him resting, kicking him. Upasni scolded, "Don't you ever let me catch you asleep again."
This was the man, I can't remember the name, who was supposed to make pan continuously for Baba, and Baba was eating and he would get so tired that he would collapse while making the pan. So one day he caught him and he said,
Name the man.
Yeah, the story is correct.
Name the man. We discussed about this when we went to Sakori last year.
Okay.
Forgot the name.
Forgot the name? Yes?
Yashwant Rao.
Yashwant Rao.
Yashwant Rao. Come on.
Yashwant Rao.
5 points.
See, the point is now Baba during that stay, 6 months stay, would eat pan with tobacco. And I was told by somebody that the speed at which Baba ate that pan, the person could not catch up making that pan. Can you imagine if I eat one tobacco, will be knocked off, So that much of grossness was required for him to come down. And Yashwant Rao got tired and exhausted and just dozed off. And just then Upasni Maharaj comes and kicks him and says, "You dare not sleep."
Okay. Sajil, Madhu, 2 questions. Sajil, pass. To Madhu.
Around what period of time was the new house called Baba House start being used by Sheria Jain family? Around what period of time was it? Did they start living in that?
Okay, and time. Sorry, pass. Yes,
1990.
1919.
Living.
2020.
Both are correct. In 1919 it was purchased. It was let out on lease for 1 year, and in 1920 they moved it. Okay.
Okay, second and the last question of the quiz.
Now, this is a little tricky. I'm being honest. After establishing partnership, doing business with Behramji, Merwan said would visit the shop every evening and work hard till late in the night. True or false? What?
He would visit even if it was busy and there were a lot of people, he would still not help at that point, just come and make some excuse and leave from
Why
there.
is that?
You would go and visit somebody else, Sadashiv Patel, I don't know who, but you would go to someone else's house, temple, I think, Upasni Maharaj, but he would not work.
Correct, you get the point. In the partnership business shop, Merwan, he would only attend the morning and evening, even if there is work, even if there is a lot of crowd, he would not give a helping hand, but he would be busy with his own friend circle doing the spiritual meetings and all that.
Okay, so before Nimesh finalizes the scores, there are 3 questions for the audience. There are prizes for you if you get it right.
Okay.
Audience, huh?
Audience,
Personal.
then I have to make it simple. Okay, chalo. What were the activities being conducted in the spiritual center near Sassoon Hospital? You know, Munshiji had a house near Sassoon Hospital, and evening he would go there and there would be some kind of spiritual activities happening. So what was the major activity that would go on at that particular spiritual center? Yes?
Yoga session.
Yoga? Ramdev?
Baba Ramdev.
No.
Pandari yoga
Okay.
Anybody?
Mainly there was one activity to go on. Mainly one activity.
Cricket, Atapata and Gilli Danda.
Wow. Go. Bhajan. Go. God speaks. God speaks.
No, not God speaks. Cards. Play cards.
What's the question?
Nahin. This was in Sassoon Hospital. There was a small house which they used as a spiritual center. You are half correct, but that playing cards and other entertainment came after an hour or two of reading Diwan Hafiz. Yeah, right. I am right because I am reading. Otherwise, if I am here, I would be definitely wrong.
Audience.
Now, this could be very easy. What similarity, because it's a general question, can one draw between Jesus' disciples and Meher Baba's disciples, first group of disciples? What was the similarity between the two groups of disciples? It's for the audience. That means fail. Yes.
One of Jesus' disciples had betrayed him.
No, what is the similarity? What is the similarity between?
Close friends, the first disciple.
Yeah, the first group of disciples and Jesus' disciples. What is the similarity?
Were they close friends of Jesus?
No, Jesus' disciples were not close friends.
Yeah.
You know,
Fishing community. The fishing community.
They were boys.
Yeah.
Fishing community. समझ लो.
Biju guys, please give her a big hand. Begin with that nice fish, fried fish.
They were called boys. You know, boys. Boy, what?
One more.
Okay. After leaving Upasni Maharaj, where would Gustaji normally sleep at night? Upasni Maharaj, as we all know, was with Sai Baba. He lived there for a lot many years. Just added information that I got to know, in fact, this morning. One thing is that online Lord Mayor is constantly being updated. Constantly. Morning you see something, evening you see something. It's like that. And much of it I found was taken recently from Bailey's diary, which I had been fortunate to translate and give it to Noshirwan. So he must have passed it on. So I got to know, which I was not aware, that when Baba visited Sai Baba in December 1915 and prostrated before Sai Baba, Gustaji was there. Gustaji was a witness to it. I did not know this part. So he was with Sai Baba, then he went to Upasni Maharaj, and from Upasni Maharaj he went to Meher Baba. So now the question is, where would Gustaji sleep during the night after leaving Hazrat Baba Jan? Gustaji would hardly get time to sleep because whole day he would be busy in the toddy shop, and he would be busy with his puja and ceremonies, and in the night there was no place for him to sleep. So Baba said, you go and be with Hazrat Baba Jan. And Baba Jan would not sleep. She would keep on walking around. So all the time go from here to go and walk around.
So I have one question, totally out of syllabus.
Even I have one question. Very easy question. Okay.
Audience, you are asking the quiz master.
Everybody. Okay. When was Jamshedji born? And when Jamshedji was born, what was Shirin Mai's age?
Wow! If Merwan was born in 1894, the logic says he was born in 1893, and Shirin Mai was 11 years old.
No, he was 14.
Really?
15, sorry.
15.
15 years.
question for the audience. Avatar Meher Baba met with the second accident near Satara in 1956. Name this monthly member who was least injured in the accident. Least injured in the accident. Least injured, least injured, least injured. Least injured. Vishnu Master, that's the right answer. So that gives the taste for the final round of questions. So
the worst injured.
okay, so we will announce the scores. The team that has come first